Hey, beautiful people. I know that it's late, but I still wanted to come on with a video. And you guys know what it is. It's Wisdom Wednesday. Hey, folks. I pray that you guys are doing well and everyone is staying safe. I wanted to come on. I know that you all saw the post that I did about Wisdom Wednesday, moving to Clubhouse, where you can, it's becoming more of a conversation, but I still wanted to share a video, share the message. If you are not on Clubhouse, it's a great place where you can have conversations, and just talk about topics that are important. If you are on Clubhouse, please go online, check out the room we had tonight. I had some amazing guests that joined me today from at Fulfill His Will here on Instagram. And so if you guys get a chance, please go check that out from tonight. But I did want to come on today and just give us our message for today. It's kind of goes in line with what we talked about on Clubhouse tonight. But God is present in the dark spaces, and that's our topic for tonight. So I did want to go online and read our scripture. So our scripture is going to be found in Isaiah 42, and it is going to be verse 16. Sorry. So we're reading from Isaiah 42, verse 16, and it says, I will lead the blind by ways they have not known. Along unfamiliar paths, I will guide them. I will turn the darkness into light before them and make the rough places smooth. These are the things I will do. I will not forsake them. So I'm going to read that again. I know I read it kind of choppy. It says, I will lead the blind by ways they have not known. Among unfamiliar paths, I will guide them. I will turn the darkness into light before them and make the rough places smooth. These are the things I will do. I will not forsake them. Listen, the scripture speaks for itself, but I'm going to go ahead and drop this wisdom that God gave me for us to meditate on tonight. So, the scripture, if we break the scripture down, God is telling us that, He is going to lead us in those dark spaces. So whatever your dark space may look like, your dark space can be finances. Your dark space can be a space in your marriage. It can be the loss of a loved one. It could be you're at your job and you're completely unhappy. Whatever your dark space is, according to scripture, God is telling us that He is going to be with us, and He's going to one, light our path. So even though it seems dark, God is saying, I'm there in that dark space because I'm going to light that dark space up so that I can guide your path. And then He's also telling us in His promise, the promise that He's given us is that not only is He going to guide our path, but He's also going to make our rough spaces smooth. So whatever that rough space is that we're going through. So the scripture says here, I will lead them in ways they have not known, along unfamiliar paths. So whatever the path is, this could be something new for you that you've never experienced before. Even if it's something that's happened before, but you don't really know what the outcome is going to be, God is still just saying that I will guide them. I will turn the darkness into light before them. So the only way for Him to turn things from darkness to light, guys, is for Him to be there with us. So this is a confirmation. I was sitting at my desk, and I was thinking about the phrase we hear when people say, what's done in the dark will come to light. And a lot of times we use that with the negative. It has a negative connotation where it's like, oh, you're doing this in the dark, but don't worry, it's going to come to light. You don't have to tell me. Well, God is saying the same thing, guys. He is saying whatever is being done in the dark, I'm going to bring it out in the light. So we can begin to start to trust God in those dark spaces. One, because he's God. Two, because his word says that he's with us and that he's going to guide us out of it. So no matter what the dark space is, God has promised us that he is going to be there with us, and we can begin to rejoice when we're going through things because we know that we have the victory because God has already promised it. That, yeah, it's dark right now, but I'm going to guide you into a space that is full of light. And in whatever the rough space is like now, God is saying, I'm going to make it smooth. So I get it. Your health doesn't look good right now. It's a rough space. God's going to make it smooth. I get it. Finances aren't right. It's a rough space. Don't worry. God's going to make it smooth. Raising those kids, it's a rough space for us right now. Don't worry. God is going to make it smooth. Having tough times in your relationship, your marriage, your friendship, family, God's going to make it smooth. I think you guys get the gist of where I'm going with this, that no matter what the dark space is, God is there with us, folks, and he's going to brighten that thing up, and he's going to show us the victory, lead us to his promise for our life once he brings us to the other side. So don't be afraid of the dark spaces. You know, when we were a kid, we would be afraid of the dark and we'd want to have the light on. But the difference in this darkness and the darkness in a room when we're a child is that God is there with us. And not only is God there with us, guys, but he is literally holding our hand. So usually when you guide someone, you either hold their hand, and God uses the word blind. So usually when someone is blind, they're guided by something. So something's either taking their hand, and they're being guided. They may have a seeing eye dog, and that dog is guiding them through whatever. So in this case, guys, when we're in a blind space where we don't know what's going on, not only is God there, but he's taking our hand and literally guiding us through whatever it is. So I pray that this has been a blessing to you guys. Again, if you are on Clubhouse, please check out the video or the room conversation that we had tonight pertaining to this particular topic. We had some good testimonies that were shared on there, some good wisdom that was poured out on there, and we don't want you guys to miss out on that, okay? And don't forget, you can check out at Fulfill His Will. They were our guests tonight on Clubhouse. If you're looking for just some daily motivation. And so y'all know what this is. This has been our Wisdom Wednesday. Blessings to everybody with a red heart. LB.